4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello, Linda Morrison here from wild and windy La Crosse. I wanted to come in here and give you guys a really great training. Please, if you're popping on here, tell me where you're tagging in from, where you're are in the world, what's going on for you. Please tell me which city, what's happening for you. I would love to know. I'm just trying to tag a few groups here to say hello. So excuse my wild hair. I'm hot then cold, hot then cold. I've been in, out. It's windy, yeah. Windy and cold, yeah. Not that cold. It's really strange weather. So I wanted to come in here and actually give you a training right now, in before our boys come in for lunch. And guess what I did? I was writing some notes about this training and I couldn't find paper. Do you know what I did? Old school. I've got points 1 to 5 here about how to stop shoulding on yourself. So stop shoulding on yourself. And this has been a really popular video that I did quite some time ago, possibly about 4 years ago. So I'm going to do an update for all of you now, because I'm finding that you're all responding to and asking for more of these types of videos to remind you of a template, if you like, or a daily operation. And this happens all the time with women. So guess what? Don't write on your hand. Have paper. I've usually got paper everywhere, and I've got to say, I've got quite a few bags here, but nothing to actually write on. So I'm going to, and I love writing. I could type it into my mobile, which I'm talking to you guys on, but I actually love writing. So 5 things you should stop doing today, and stop shoulding on yourself as well. Number 1 is stop staying up way past your bedtime. Okay? I absolutely know that my bedtime's around about 9 o'clock. I start a real strong wind down into sleep, because every morning I'm up and awake like a friend said to me, like a chicken at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I know number 1 is go to bed at a reasonable time. Really super important. Okay, it's on my notes here, extensive notes that I've given you guys here today, or organized for you guys today. So stop cheating on your sleep. Make sure you go to bed at a reasonable time. Wind down, wind off at a reasonable time. Number 2 is stop blaming others for what in fact you may not have. Okay, so we're all about if you want something done, do it yourself, right? It's great to ask people, but actually at the end of the day it's you, right? It's you. So stop blaming people. They didn't say this, they didn't do this, they didn't do whatever. And I'm certainly not saying that's all of you that have fallen into this pattern, but we can all get into this pattern. So for example, the government should have done this, and this should have happened, and that should have happened, and all of that sort of thing. So stop blaming others. Just control what you can actually control. Number 3, stop saying bad things about yourself. And this is a pattern that I find many of my clients getting into. I'm not good enough, I'm too tired, I'm at the world time low in my life, I haven't done this is not working. They just are all over themselves with poor speak, right? So stop that. Okay, stop shoulding on yourself. That's number 3. Stop saying bad things about yourself. I should have brushed my hair before I came on here. I should have had note paper in my car so I could write properly. I think there is some somewhere, but God only knows. I wanted to get on this video for you all, so we don't make that a problem. Yeah, we don't make that a problem. Number 4 is find a mantra that works for you, right? One that's actually worked for me year after year after year after year has been, I've got this. I've got this. It is done. I've got this. It is done. it's cool, I've got this. And that's been something that's worked year after year after year. So that's been incredible. And number 5 is something that people should over themselves all of the time. And this is a real bugbear of mine as well. I think I've said that for all 5. But basically, a little bit of a pep talk for you all. They say, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I lose 10 Ks. I'll be happy when, that falls into line. I'll be happy when I find a boyfriend. I'll be happy when I get that perfect house. I'll be happy when the kitchen's renovated. I'll be happy when... What is that all about? I'll be happy when. Okay? So most importantly, really make sure that you sit with all your accomplishments today. I will tell you this. I have got, moving into next week, 3 appointments only. I capped out on my ones that I offered last week, but 3 appointments only to talk to people who haven't spoken to me before about what they're actually wanting to achieve in their ageless body, in their ageless business life, and beyond. And I cannot wait to speak to you. So they're the 5. Stop shooting on yourselves. All right? Hopefully that makes sense. Do you have some questions? Tell me more about where you're at, where you're tuning in from, and what you're learning from our daily live videos to actually help you forward. Please share these with other people. Please let them know that we're really working with women whom are, men as well, but women whom are 40 and over, whom want more for themselves. They understand that there's no such thing as job security anymore. They understand that they're trying to move into their gifts in life. They've still got a few years of raising families, looking after families, organizing people, all of the rest of it, and they're not quite where they want to be. All right? They're our people. They're my ageless body tribe. They're my ageless business tribe. So I want to talk to you. But they're the 5 things you should stop shooting on yourself about. Right? Get it from the hand. Right? So I refined my notes. I took my own advice. I refined my notes. Couldn't find a piece of paper. Did it on my hand. Presented it to you. And now you've got something to really think about and move forward with. So ask me questions. Ask me more about each of those 5 points, and definitely hop on a call with me. I've got 3 open for next week just to see where you're chugging along to and what you would love to actually achieve. Okay? So nothing's perfect. It's never perfect. I'm sitting in a windy car park watching my son. I've just driven around to find a piece of equipment that he needed, and I've done my notes for this presentation on my hand like high school because I couldn't find a piece of paper. So nothing's ever perfect, but you are on a perfect path to what you're wanting to achieve as long as you absolutely stay on that path. Okay? I'll pop my calendar below for those 3 people that would absolutely love to hop on those calls this week. If I've not met with you before, I want to hear your stories. Bye, guys.